Good morning, witches. It is Saturday, and it is absolutely beautiful outside here at Weird Brook. Weird Brook is an 80-acre homestead in rural Maine. I have a really hard time saying that word, rural. I've heard that it's that most people from like the Appalachian Mountains struggle with that word specifically. Hi. Man, there's so much going on today. I have a feeling that I'm going to say that every weekend, probably from here till September, easily. Of like, hey, there's so much going on. There's so many big plans. There's so many things that are happening because we are making really big moves as an international resource center and as an international coven of neurodivergent witches. We are making big moves this year, moves that will change the lives of everyone involved in the work that we're doing through Bright and Dark Center. And that is an understatement. In fact, we're going to be filming right after this live. We're going to be filming some content kind of explaining the current ecosystem that is this international coven of witches and what we are doing and what we have available currently for witches that are looking to repair their relationship with their life and their practice, because the medicine of your lineage, your magic, is really important for what is to come. So there. So, like, there's a whole coven of witches, a whole community of witches that are rooting for you, and you don't even know it. You will soon. You will very soon. Anyway, and then after that, I get to completely switch gears and go muck out the pig pen with Morgana. Because spring is here and it's time to completely give them a fresh, lovely space to be in and give them some time to run around outside with us. And yeah, it's going to be so great. There's like 5 other things that I could talk about, but we're here to do a divination ceremony, not to listen to Jen talk about all of the wonderful things that we are doing. I'm gonna have to need like a whole other regular live just to talk about the stuff. So, I mean, like, again, it's an entire ecosystem. It's not just one thing. It's like a whole community and everything that goes within that. Uh, okay, let's do this divination ceremony to see where our attention needs to be today to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice. That is what is most important, right? We're not going to like bottleneck our guidance by uh assuming that we know what is best, that we are aware of it. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to start by taking 3 deep breaths. Then I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination. I'm expecting that you are doing the same, getting your system prepared for divination, because you are just as much a part of this reading as I am. And I will show you what I mean by that. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, May you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space. For our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power, and I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. Did you guys hear that siren? That doesn't happen around here very often. Give a moment of silence to whoever's needing that fire truck. All right. So we are asking, where does our attention need to be today to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? So you guys don't know this, but off stage, Ocean is here with us and they are doing their makeup for our filming thing, which is so much fun to watch. I love watching people like express themselves and do things like makeup or like hair or clothes. I'm super into it. Uh, so if you see me looking down, I'm watching the ocean. We should do just like a get ready with me live and you and I both do that. Yeah. Down. Ocean was playing with this this platform that we use to do these lives and found out that we can do polls, like live polls. So that's going to be fun. I love the data of a good poll, man. There's one thing that unites us neurodivergent witches. I mean, there's a lot of things that unites us, things that unite us, but like we all love some like good solid data. Okay, here we go. Data. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Where does our attention need to be today to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? And we pulled the 10 of Pentacles upright. I'm trying not to influence you with my, well, everything, my aura. So I'm going to read directly from the card. So I'm not influencing your initial interpretation of what this card means to you. And then I'm gonna weigh in on it. You're blessed with wealth and abundance, feeling financially secure, and trust that because of your success and accomplishments, you will always have what you want and need. The foundation for your future has been paved for sustainability. Feed that compulsion to be charitable or help others. And the reversed, because it's about the whole card, you're tired of the rat race and constantly chasing after luxury. You need to redefine your definition of security. What do you want? You need to invest in things that feed your self worth to actualize your dreams rather than focusing on the dreams of others. And we're brewing, and we're brewing. What does that mean to you? Think about it. What does it feel like? What's the first thing that comes up? All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for me to take my glasses off? This card in this placement again, it being like, where does our attention need to be? What facet of our relationship with our life? And I love, Anna, that you mentioned like this a bit too. It does have ancestral vibes, you know, but this feels more like uh, you making decisions that makes you the ancestor. Does that make sense? Right? So, what is your legacy? What are you leaving behind? How have you influenced the next generation or the world to come, right? So what are you feeling inside of you when I ask you that question? And that feeling is going to tell you kind of where the healing needs to take place, right? Just keep asking that feeling their name, where they came from. Um so how do we become the best ancestors, right? How do we leave a legacy that is rooted in stability or sustainability, right? The way that you do that is what this card is telling you. You need to invest in things that feed your self worth. Are you living a life that you're proud of? Are you engaging with your life in a way that you are proud of? Okay. If you are sitting back and looking at your life and you're like, oh shit, like I fucking knew there was more to life than this. Uh, you're right. There is more to life. If you're not feeling fulfilled in your life, then let's make some adjustments. You don't have to stay that way. But in order for you to actualize the life that you want to live, you have to start investing in that, right? The choices that you make now, especially this year, will pave the way for the rest of your life. And potentially, depending on how much you dig into this, your children and your children's children's children, right? And when I say that the coven's doing really big things, this is the kind of shit that we're talking about. Deep generational ancestral magical workings. So when I was in my like mid 20s, I think it was, and I don't remember if I heard this or if I got like inside information as a claircognizant channel, but this phrase, immortality is gained by your influence on the next generation, for good or for ill. That's how you reach immortality, is how much you choose to influence the next generation, again, for good or for ill. And this kind of reminds me of that. It has that flavor, right? So now we need to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that is blocking our shit. How are we getting in our own way is essentially what we're asking. The Queen of Swords reversed. I'm already getting stuff off of this card. This is great. I'm going to read this to you without influencing your initial interpretation. Your emotions are running wild, so start thinking more objectively. Look at the facts before making rash judgments. Don't worry about upsetting others. Follow your heart and do what you want to do. Everyone else will get over it. And if they don't, oh well. And the upright is the Queen of Swords is telling you to make judgments without emotion. Take inventory of all the facts before making a decision and come to an intellectual conclusion. You want to be compassionate, but you have to think with your head rather than your heart right now. Be independent and don't lean too heavily on anyone. So I'm not influencing you. What does that mean? What does that feel like? How is that hitting you? For what you're in resistance to or in denial of? Okay. I'm going to influence you now. I agree with Morgana. This is one of my favorite cards too, because this card to me represents that like uh the woman that stands up for herself, the bitch, the one that is told that she's, too harsh or too blunt, that she is too, I don't know, successful or whatever. And she's like, I am going to do what I need to do. This is what makes sense for me. So I'm going to do this. Right. And so many of us get into this like people pleaser mode because of trauma or social conditioning or whatever. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And us not wanting to hurt anyone's feelings, we end up abandoning ourselves all of the time, all of the time. And this is a time that you do the opposite, right? Don't abandon yourself. Other people's emotions are not your responsibility to manage. I know that we are often required, socially required, to manage other people's emotions, but that is like, ew. Other people's emotions are not your responsibility to manage. It is your responsibility, again, to engage with your life in a way that you are proud of. You can be compassionate. You can very compassionately say, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do this. And I understand you have feelings about that. And I will hold that space for you as you transition through this, but I'm still going to do this. Right? Do what makes the most sense to you. If you engage with these big decisions from an emotional space where you are all up in your feelings, you need to show up for your feelings first. That's what's important. And then make a decision that is logical, rational, where you are not abandoning yourself so that for the sake of other people's emotional security. You had a conversation about it in the blanket fort yesterday. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. We're a lot more connected than you have been made to believe. We are a lot more connected. Okay, so this decision that you need to make in how you engage with your life. This is a little hint about what that is and how to dial that in or how to discern what that is maybe is it something that might hurt someone else's feelings? So you're like, "Oh, no, it can't be that." But when you think about it, you're really excited about it and it makes perfect sense to you, but you can't really explain it to someone else, or someone else doesn't agree with you. But you know that it's like logically sound, but someone else again doesn't agree with you um, for whatever reason. So you don't do it. This is saying, "Fucking do it, dude. Just do it. They'll get over it. Do it." Again, engage in a way that you're proud of, but engage in a way that you're proud of, but fucking do it. Do it. All right, guys. That's your witch work for the day. Take a moment to think about, um, again, whether you're living at what kind of influence are you going to be on the next generation? What did your life serve? Like, what did you do with your life? And like, what are you going to do about that? And then whatever decision that you need to make about this change so that you can be proud of it, so that you can be an ancestor that you're proud of. Like, do it, whatever's logical. Okay. That's our reading for the day, cousins. I will be back tomorrow morning and we're going to do this again. But let's close out this working. And I'm going to go off and do some filming and then muck out some pig pens because Jillian and Sally need a clean little space. All right, hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. This working is now closing. The magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right. That's it. Oh, yeah. And we're pruning the fruit trees. Thank you for reminding me, Morgana. There's a whole orchard to prune that needs some love. All right. Remember, guys, until we meet again, if you can't be good at it. Bye.